G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for part number 26 of my Lightning Eye of Reckoning Archon playthrough, where I have once again forgotten to summon the boys, so let's get that done before I forget. So last episode we finished up the Ashes of Malmouth section, and this episode was going to be Forgotten Gods, but I decided I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to go farm totems. I know, shocker. Something I never do, but specifically, I want to get my reputation with the Malmouth Resistance here up to revered, and maybe we can look at getting some other factions to revered as well. The cults here, they'll all hit revered probably before we finish Forgotten Gods, so they're fine. Barrowhome, we could definitely go kill some Chthonians, and other than that, yeah, we're looking good. I did mention also at the end of the last episode, I was going to kill Father Kaiman a few more times to get some more weapons, and I think this one was one of the first ones that dropped. I'm going to temporarily wear this one when I hit level 92. This is a level 84 base rather than a level 92 base. This just happens to have a level 92, I think it's the prefix. Don't quote me on that, it might be the of alacrity. But it has a level 92 affix on it, and that's dragging up the required player level. It is, however, a pretty big increase in damage, so I will be using that when I hit level 92. The next one I got, and these are probably out of order, but I think you've seen this one before, Charged of Veracity. Actually not bad. Charged is giving us a lot of flat lightning damage there, and then the Veracity is basically the rest. But it's going to be the lifesteal, the flat vitality damage, and I think it has attack speed on it as well. I probably should have checked, but I think it has attack speed. Next up was Charged of Corrosion. This is a level 94 base, but Charged is good. Of Corrosion is basically worthless. So that one's not going to get used. The two that I'm going to go ahead and use once I hit level 94 is this Storm Charged of Thunder, although, I mean, this one does look like, even being a lower level version, the attack speed is quite nice. This one only has a 6% attack speed, so Storm Charged obviously being the Chain Lightning, and of Thunder being more lightning stuff, so these are pretty good affixes. And then this one, which is Rune Carved of Alacrity. This one is, well, it says it's the biggest increase, so I'm going to use that one at least for a while as well. I think Storm Charged of Alacrity is actually the best option here. Honestly, though, we're going to be using purple weapons before long anyway. We will be using the Mythical Emperion's Mercy, by the looks of it. But I'll get into the finished build later. For now, though, let's go bash some totems. And the first one I want to check, well, the first two that I want to check, are here in the city of Malmouth. We have one out here in the Candle District. And this one may be just a regular one, it could be an ancient, or it could be a Forsaken, depending on where it spawns. It is looking like it's not going to be the regular one, so I think we're going to be getting at least a Forsaken. Yeah, you'll be able to see it by now. It's right here. This is the regular version. Can we see it? Okay, we do have the Forsaken one. The Forsaken one kinda sucks. Not because it's a bad totem, but because it's a decent amount of running to get to it. What I should be doing is heading down into the sewers and running the other way. But I'm just gonna go this way instead. Get a few heroes on the way. Definitely can't hurt, right? And I should probably be picking these up, because the other thing I want to do this episode is a bunch of glove crafting. So we have we have one of the blueprints for crafting level 94 gloves. I think it's the Ember Guard gauntlets or something like that. It's one of the yellow heavy armor gloves. This is where the ancient Aetherwarp totem would be if it was going to be there. Obviously it's not, because it's, well, it's not there. It's over here. Yeah, we have the Emberguard Gauntlet blueprint, and if we could get the Plague Grips one, that might be better. But I definitely want to craft some updated gloves. Looking good there. I might just clear the area before I pop the totem. Probably don't need to, but I'm going to do it anyway. Alright, so I popped this without having Ascension active or available. So fingers crossed I don't get myself killed by doing that. It's looking pretty good though. And is this the last guy? Yep. Okay. Make sure we're not standing in the goop. And hey, speak of the devil. Yeah, we're probably going to use these, actually, for the bleeding resist more than anything. Attack speed and etc. is nice as well. Oh, also, I found these 3 blueprints while I was killing Father Kaiman. So this is the Tainted Blade of Nereval, which I'll never use. The Seal of Ancestry, which I'll never use. And the Mythical Volcanum, which you could probably make an argument for using, maybe, to kill Lokar, but that's a little ways off for this character. Duelist Saber, also not going to be something we use. And none of the rest of that looks particularly interesting. So let's grab the loot here. And now that we've got the blueprint for the Plague Grip gloves, let's go maybe bash a few of those out. Sell these as well. Ooh, hang on. I need that. Give that back. Is that the level 92 one? Where is it? Storm Charged of Alacrity. Yes, that one. I need that. You can't have it. Alright. We'll just vendor all of these. I probably should take a better look at some of that equipment, but anyway, we're here for gloves. Right. So Kaelin here, and if we just do... You know what? Heavy gloves. Alright, so the enchanted... No, the Emberguard gauntlets. These are the heavy gloves. Comes with Aether resistance, casting speed, and a reduction in burn duration. Which is better than our current Preserver grips, which come with nothing other than what the prefixes add. Sorry, the affixes. So, probably should use these, honestly. But we're going to go with the Plague Guard grips here. Now, this is a yellow blueprint, which means we get both a prefix and suffix on this. And we can make 33 of these, so... I think I need to get stanching. Because we need at least 30% bleeding resist on the gloves if we're going to replace these. So, let's just see how we go. There's 25 already. Prismatic is going to be elemental resist, and Stone Fist is, I think, a ton of health and some other resistances there. Let's see what else we can get. Mighty of Attack, no thank you. Rhyme-Frost of Alacrity. Okay, so of Alacrity would be good, assuming I'm not already capped on attack speed. Yep, I'm definitely not. And we're 3% off the bleeding that we need. Unfortunately, actually we are 3% off. So not quite. Not quite. Let's go again. Nope. Stanching of Alacrity, there we go. Problem solved. Do we need the piercing? No, we do not. Alright, so this is actually a downgrade in armor, but 22% attack speed is decently better, I guess, than 15%. So I think we can go chuck that on. And then do we have... No, we don't. Don't need that rift, so let's just go ahead and jump on down to DC. This is really more of a side grade than I was thinking it was going to be. I had it in my head that these were actually heavy. Yeah, they're not. But, hey, more attack speed is always good. 93% bleeding resistance is going to be very difficult to replace. And let's go ahead and salvage these. Can't salvage. Can't dismantle. Okay, there we go. Got a Blood of Chthon out of it, so not too bad. Alright, we'll quickly bank these and then we will head back out to the Crown Hill, where there is another totem. Also a few heroes we can kill there, which will be very, very useful. Remember that I'm actually here for the reputation more than anything else. Obviously, I like loot, and I have gone and dug up a build. I haven't really looked too deeply into it, so at the moment I haven't changed anything with it. It's just looking at someone else's build at the moment. But it is an older build, so I may end up, I'm not going to say modernize, but I might make a few changes. So for the moment I'm looking for the items that are being used in that build, which is going to be more or less the Cyclone set, the weapon. We've already got the non-mythical version of the belt that I want. A lot of this stuff is kind of a no-brainer as well. Might even be worth killing Theoden for the reputation. You can go collect pieces of the Krieg set again. Because I don't farm that set enough. Alright, we'll pick up the loot as well. Why not? More bits is never actually a bad thing. So same deal out here. There's a couple places the totem can spawn out here. If you've been around the map in order to, well, actually complete the area, you'll be able to see all of them. So one here. I actually can't see this one, but there's another one here as well. So I just kind of made a liar out of myself. Which is fine. But you'll be able to see where it isn't. If it doesn't show up on your map, then it's going to be the one place you didn't go and uncover. Alright, what do we got? Rubbish, rubbish, and rubbish. These are not bad, these pants. +2 to Raging Tempest is actually a pretty big increase in damage. I'm going to hang on to those just for the moment. Do I already have those? No. Yeah, so these are a decently large increase in armor, a decently large decrease in physical resistance, and the resistances on them are kind of okay. 10% health is nice, but nothing too amazing. I'm probably not going to use them, but that +2 to Raging Tempest is kind of tempting. Alright, we'll get the rest of this gear. And you know what? I think I might just go ahead and do my usual run to farm the bosses for the Krieg set. Not because I want the Krieg set, but because they are made out of reputation. And if I see anything with a star above its head, I'm going to kill that too. So, Tor Exterior down here, then we'll go kill Val Exterior, then we'll go kill Warden Krieg, or I guess... is it Flesh Terror Krieg or Flesh Shaper Krieg? Whichever one it is, we'll go kill him. Do we get lucky? No. So we're not in the first spawn location, so potentially over here. Yep, here we go. So we got, sorry, it's Turnox. Tor Exterior is the bounty target. So Turnox... down he goes. Kind of expecting to get a couple of pieces of the Krieg set here. Usually things tend to drop more often when you're not trying to get them. So I would not be surprised if I get a couple pieces of the set. Actually, I probably will be surprised. They have 4 and 5% drop chance. It's a little bit low. Pretty unlikely to get them. And I'm not sure why I'm running there. Let's go ahead and rift back to Crown Hill. Save us that little walk, and we got to kill Turnox as well, so more loot. Okay, I don't see any stars above any heads here, so we'll just mosey on through. There's a star. Probably should actually go kill the council as well. There's 2 stars. We got Storm Touched. Okay. Old mate's getting healed here, which is really frustrating. I think I may have been standing in some goop there. I am definitely getting hit by something. Okay, Storm Surge Pistol. Yep, that's a thing. And I guess we'll pick up the rest of this. Thunder Touch braces. I did just craft a bunch of braces, so not really unusual to be seeing a lot of drops. What do we got here? So Thunder Touch. Similar armor level. Gives flat electrocute damage, cunning, offensive ability, 2 resistances, torrent, storm surge, and brute force. And these are really, really annoying. Look at my health. Look, he's just triggered both of my circuit breakers. Let's go uncover the map down here. This is where the totem could be as well. So I mostly just came down here to get away from the little tornado thing. I don't want to fight Exterior without my circuit breakers, so I am actually going to wait for this one, at least a little bit. Actually, we've got the tortoise, don't we? Yeah, we'll probably be fine with just the tortoise. This is loot, and not only loot, it's reputation as well, so we'll do this one. Try and stay away from the building. I don't really want to be fighting all of this and Exterior. Although it's not really the end of the world if it happens. It's not what I want. Alright, what do we got? 3 blues, none of which are lightning type things. Alright, Exterior. We'll go ahead and hit her. I am going to dodge the meteor, so as soon as I see the Sunder icon, I'm going to evade away. I say as I just eat it in the face. I was not watching, I looked away for a second, and that was enough. Alright, that's fine. We got him down, and we're not dead. Poor play was not punished. Alright, we'll kill these guys and just have a look at the reputation here. This spot up here as well is good to check for heroes. If you have the Tor Exterior bounty, this is one of the places it can spawn, and you can get some decent heroes up here as well. Okay, so 900, we're about halfway. There we go. Alright, let's reset this, and we'll go again. The good thing about resetting it is we get all those heroes back, so we can go do Tor Exterior, or sorry, Turnox. God, I'm horrible with names. We can go do Turnox and etc. again. Alright, let's just get rid of these for the moment. I do want to keep those weapons. Was that the Life Giver Signet? Yeah. No. That's fine. Any rings I find that have a proc on them that has resistance shred, so like the Mythical Curse Bearer, or what's the 8th one called? I forget. But anything with a resistance shredding proc on it is worth keeping, and otherwise I generally don't keep blues. And a lot of purples I don't keep as well. Alright, what do we got? We just got the regular Aether Warped, which, I don't love it. The other good Aether Warp totems you can check out if you're looking for faction reputation for Malmouth is in the Warden's Laboratory. The Aether Warp totems there sometimes will spawn Vanguard, or Ethereal Vanguard, which is what you want to be killing. I think we just got regular Ethereals this time, which is not great. Elder's Inquisition, Rifthound Leather Boots. Yeah, none of this is looking particularly juicy. Alright, eat the blueprints so they can't drop again. This ancient one would be really nice to get. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's happening. Let's go kill Turnox before we start this little section. And we'll see if there's anything in this house as well. This house has often got heroes in it. Doesn't look like it this time. But it's not unusual to have 1 to 3 heroes come pouring out of that house as you run past. We can get some decent reputation out of it. This looks like an aura. Here we go. The time warped hero. Crew Malice. Let's go ahead and kill him. Okay, still didn't get Turnox in the first spawn here. So he can be just here, but obviously not today. Do I hear second spawn? I do indeed. Oh, and we've got another hero as well. What are you? Burning. Okay, so you're going to be a fire hero. Alright, actually taking a decent amount of damage there. Getting sundered definitely does not help. Okay, and we've got the Grasp of Unchained Might, which adds physical stuff. Unfortunately, it doesn't have 90% bleeding resist on it, so I can't really use that. Alright, back to Crown Hill. So, there it is. I was going to say it's not over there, and it's not over there, so it's got to be in that one we didn't reveal, but we did reveal it. Get past a lot of this stuff. This is all worth reputation, so it's probably worth killing. But at the same time, they have those annoying mirror spell that makes them immune to damage, which kind of sucks to fight against. Wayward Soul leveling up is something that I love to see. So we have like 2600 armor with Wayward Soul active, which is pretty good. Alright, I see Val Exterior is activated. Should teleport over here in a second. Whoop, not today. Whatever, we'll fight her under the door, that's fine. Using Ascension as a damage steroid. Don't care about the little meteors so much. Alright, what do we got? Defender of the 3. Okay. Nice for an Acid Retaliation Sentinel. Don't know who would have one of those. Definitely not me. Alright, how close are we now? Pretty close, 200. I think I'm just going to head down to Krieg now. I don't know if I'll actually make it to him. It's entirely possible we get this 200 reputation well before then. There's level 92. Which means we need to go to Devil's Crossing. Because we have a new stick to... Wait. Cunning. I'm short on cunning. I'm short 2 points of cunning. Oh no, and the gloves I had before had minus 10% cunning required to equip my... Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, so we actually need... We need 12 points in there. Okay, well this is easy enough to fix. Let's actually see... 529, right. Should have an attribute reset potion here. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we need 529. What am I getting? Am I getting physique? I'm getting some from the pants. I think that's it. Okay, so physique required 900. Okay, let's bump this up. What do I need? 927. There we go, that's going to bump that up a whole bunch. And then for cunning, I need 529. 530, there we go. And I'm really tempted to put those last 40 points into spirit. I think I might put 20 in here, and then put the rest back into physique. There we go. Okay. Now we can equip this. It looks like it's going to be better in the offhand. Yep. So we also need to get ourselves a Haunted Powder, which is a Barrowhome thing. So let's head on over to Barrowhome. Let's see if I can... You know what? We'll leave that for now. if I try to go over there, I'm going to end up clearing my rift, and I don't want to do that just yet. So we'll run it. We'll run it a little bit underpowered. That'll be fine. Okay, back to where I was. So we got a new weapon now. Got a little bit more damage, which you love to see. Level 92. We've also got skill points to spend. Where were we spending those points in? I think it's going to have to be Mogdrogan's Pact. At least until 12 of 12. I think that's the way to go. Alright. How are we doing for rep? 173. Any 3, maybe 4 heroes will get us there. I think it's probably going to be the 3rd hero we find in here. Which is completely fine. We'll find 3 heroes before we get to Theoden. There's 1, there's 2. We actually can't get to him now. Even if I stop killing everything, we're gonna have revered before we get to Theoden. Because we've got to kill 2 more heroes to open the door. That's fine. We just find 1 more, and then probably kill a few trash on the way. Okay, that's a lot of trash. That's alright, we'll get through them. Okay, you know what? We're done. There we go. We are now revered with the Malmouth Resistance, which means we've got access to XP pots. But I'm actually not going to use them just yet. I will be using them, I think, during the next 2 episodes or next 1 episode, depending on how we go. But this is going to be a farming episode, so let's go ahead and say that the Malmouth section is done. And what did we actually get access to here? So we obviously got the XP potion, we got some vitality resistance augments. Vitality and bleeding resistance augments is actually really, really clutch here. Because that does free up the gloves. So we can actually just not wear or not have bleeding resistance on these gloves at all. So maybe we could look to get a lightning prefix of alacrity. I think we'll leave it for now. Pierce and Aether are also kind of good. Let's see if there's any lightning damage stuff here. What do we got? That's a lot of health. I kind of like that one. What do we currently got? Haunted Powder. 40% and stun resist. Okay, so we want 2 of those at least. We want to sell those back and buy 2 of these instead. And these look good for rings and amulets. What am I currently using? Elemental resist. 25 over, 25 over, 22 over. Okay, so I can't really swap those. I could swap 2 of them. And we'll see how we go with that. So I'll put those on the rings. I'll put you on the weapons. There we go. And what blueprints do we have? Desolator, no. One-handed sword, no. Okay, Stormbringer is an offhand. And it's pet offhand, so that's no good. Oh, it's a shield. I saw 10% physical resistance. Alright, yeah. No good, no good. We could look at... They have rings, right? Aether Blaze, Blade Seal, Arcane Seal. That's some flat elemental damage there. That might be alright. Maelstrom is the Wind Devils. Pierce and Poison Resistance. Do I actually need those? I do kind of need a little bit more poison, but... I could take the Gollus ring off and use one of these. I think I'm just going to leave it for now. I think that's the way to go. Alright, let's go bash some more totems. You know what? I am going to spend the money. Alright, let's go. So, starting in the Warden's Laboratory. Let's go bash some totems for a little bit. And just see if we can find any any items that are worth using. Aether crystals always worth having, and it's nice to be farming them this way rather than having to actually target farm them. So because we're here for the totems, this doesn't feel like farming crystals. Although less shards would be nice. Okay, so totems here. This should be Forsaken, I think. Yeah, Forsaken Aether Warp Totem. So this also would have been a good place to get some potential reputation with the Malmouth Resistance. Let's go ahead and do it. And so these are just regular Ethereals, which is fine. What do we win? Sanguinus? Not really something we need. Beastcaller's Shroud. Runeward Leg Guards, these could be okay. Decent armor on them. Prismatic Shield is nice to have. Those are probably worth hanging on to as well. We'll put them in the pile of pants that I'm never going to use. I mean, I'm totally going to use. Put them over there, that's fine. Eat the blueprint, and what do we got? Bloodright? Yeah, no. None of this. Okay. We pick it up and we move on. Now, I could go and kill Krieg as well, but I kind of don't care. The next reputation that I kind of want to get, Rovers would be okay. Kaimans would be okay. Devil's Crossing would be good, but this means farming in Cronley areas, and yeah, who cares? Coven's already revered. Ah, Barrowhome, that's the other one I wanted. Alright, so Barrowhome, you want to kill Chaos. Or Chthonians, I guess. We're not playing Warhammer here. So I'm coming to Sorrow's Bastion here. I'm just going to run down here, see if this totem's here. I'm guessing it's not, or it doesn't look like it is. I do want to get a little bit closer before I give up on it, though. I'm giving up on it. Alright, what do we got? So we got this one here. We haven't been through here to farm totems on this character yet. That is quite strange. That's alright. We're going to fix that right now. Alright, we can just kill all these idiots. That's fine. Turn the loot off, pop the totem, and we've got an Arcane, and he's dead. Just checking that I'm in ultimate there. Alright, we got a purple. What do we got? We got two purples. We have Trozen's Starkeeper, which no, and the Death Guard Blade, which also no. What do we got here? Spellstalker's Leg Wraps. No. Cowl of Mogdrogan. Alright, so, yep, more pet stuff. Surprised I haven't found any Perdition stuff yet. It's, quite surprising. That's alright. It's okay. I don't need it. Alright, so that's one. We'll just bounce back up to the Bloodgrove and head on over here to the left. Now, I don't think we're going to have the one behind the waterfall. Yep, there's one. So this one here, I think, is shared between behind the waterfall and then back here, down here near Sorrow's Bastion. I think that's the set of three. Either way, I can see both of the totems here, so I know it's not behind the waterfall. Alright, what do we got? Death Omen, Spirit Seeker Cord, Banshee's Misery, Virulent Maw, and Caesarean's Conviction. Okay. Let's have a look at this one. Wouldn't you know it, it's more pet stuff. This game wants me to play pets. Alright, we pick up more loot, and there's another totem over this way, so we'll go do that one. At least I think I saw it over here. It's not here, which is the first place. Yeah, it's down near the mill. Okay. What nemesis do we have, actually? Is it just the beast still? Yeah, it is. And then the Chthonians are going to be getting close. Not really. Okay, that's fine. Alrighty, and everybody's dead. Except that shielded guy. And what do we win? Ludrigan's gun. Okay, that is lightning stuff. It's kind of hard to spin around while you're using a gun, though. Cowl of the Paragon and Speaker for the Dead. Alright. So, Thunderclap. I was going to say again, but it doesn't look a lot like gloves. Alright, so that's our Chthonian... what do we call them? Totems. There is one more in sort of between the Bloodgrove and Sorrow's Bastion. There's another totem in there. There is 3 in this area, but it's kind of not worth the run. The one that I don't do has multiple different spawn locations, and it's kind of a pain. You end up having to run pretty much the entire Bloodgrove section, and it's just not worth it in my opinion. Aether Crystals, though. Those are always worth it. I actually came here for the totem, not for the crystals. And not for the, not for the Seals of Binding that I was seriously considering doing a run for. Why? I don't know. I'm here for totems, not for crystals. Not for seals. Anyway, it's fine. Alright, turn the loot off, pop Ascension, pop the totem. And these guys are actually decently rippy. The Wendigos, especially the Aether one, or the Corrupted one, but just especially in general, they're fairly high damage. Alright, that is a lot of blueprints. Storm Herald's Visage. Lightning Helmet. Probably not. What am I currently wearing? Maybe, actually. Probably going to be... Oh, I think I just ate the blueprint, didn't I? Yeah, I was... Whoops. That was silly. I was going to... Hang on a sec. Yeah, I did eat it, but it's a duplicate because I didn't eat it before. I was going to look at what it needs to make it. An Ascended Hood is... An Ascended Hood is not really something that I have a lot of, and they are not very fun to farm, so we're just going to pretend that didn't drop and not make one. We'll wait for the Cyclone Helmet. That's fine. What are you? Plate mail. We have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we have enough. We can definitely fit this in somehow. You know what? I think he might actually be correct. Nope. You just got to be better at playing Jenga. Or inventory Tetris, I guess it is. Okay, let's go ahead and sell this. There's a couple more Chthonian totems that are worth hitting, or at least one. So I'm going to go hit that, and then we can look at maybe resetting. Although I did drink an XP potion, so I should probably see if I can do a couple more. If nothing else, this is really good for iron bits. Because, you know, 4 million. It's not really enough, is it? Beast Callers can go as well. Alright, let's bank this, and we'll head to the Necropolis. Probably got enough, enough scrap. I could go... No, you know what? Alright, so this little section here, you can see this one from the Riftgate. If you don't see it here, it's going to be up this way, so you run this way. Really, really simple run. And hopefully I'll find a couple of heroes as well as the totem. That'd be great. Not guaranteed, but it definitely would be great. Alright, we can work our way through these idiots. turn the loot off, pop the totem, pop Ascension. Absolutely gonna be killing the dudes with the Force Wave weapon as soon as we can, because they will use that weapon to hit you, and if it happens to have spawned with a lot of physical damage bonuses, they can hit very, very hard. We've got an Incanter's Bloodsworn Scepter of Voidfire. It's a triple rare, and it's not particularly good. Incanter's is an elemental prefix, so unfortunately not particularly great. And none of the rest of this. Storm Touch Chains, maybe. Unfortunately, +1 to Shaman is better than whatever else is on that. That's fine. Alright, other totems that are worth running. We've already done the Malmouth ones. Lone Watch could be good. There's a Chthonian totem there, as well as obviously all these idiots on the way to it. We've also got the Chthonic Plane here that we could go into, which probably will actually. I've got an XP pot ticking, so I might try not to reset just to get a few more bonus XP points out of it. Maybe once I get to 94, I might reset. We'll see what happens. Also might be worth going to kill Gollus a couple of times, or, you know, one time because I'm not resetting. Could definitely be something worth doing. Okay, Reputation with Barrowhome. Love to see it. That is actually the entire reason I'm doing this, so yes, you do indeed love to see it. And I went ahead and refreshed my knowledge of where the treasure troves are out here too, so I might go and hunt the treasure trove down out here. We'll see if I can remember where they all are. There's 93. Okay, totems popped. What do we got? Herald of Amatok, Corvin's Deception, and the mythical Amarastan Sigil. Yeah, that's a no. And then the Mask of Delirium, also a no. Okay. Just checking for the treasure trove. If I can remember where it is. It's basically around all of these little camps. And then there's 2 spawns over on the right-hand side, near the red portal that spawns south of Dela. It's entirely possible that I just don't see it as well. Okay, where's my Y? There it is. So we head up here to the Y. I am checking the portals more than anything else, but also worth it to check for the treasure trove. There it is. Beautiful. Gunslinger's Jacket. Kind of rubbish. We'll pick it up. Goose of Ill Omens. Also not really what we're after. But hey, loot is loot, right? Where's our camp? Here we go. And the portal's there as well. Lovely. Alright, let's jump in. So, already mapped most of the place. Dravis is over here. We've already proved that we can kill him, so let's go pay him a beating. Sorry, a visit. And we can kill his 2 little friends and him at the same time, which should kind of stop them from healing too much. There we go, 1 down, 2 down, and 3 down. Beautiful. Alright, also I did level up, so let's go ahead and put that point in Mog's Pact, and you know what, we'll keep putting it into Physique. Alright, so the other thing I'm looking for in here is it Gabal? I can't remember his actual name. But there is a big scary demon fella in here, and we're going to kill him while we're in the area. Assuming I don't just run into the portal to get out down here. But I kind of want to go find him. This looks like a juicy pack. Spellbinder's Rylock Mark, okay. Okay, the other place it's good to check for him is right here in the middle. He's not here, but that portal will go down to the next sort of level. The Chthonic plane within the Chthonic plane, if you will. So we definitely could go down there. Here he is. What is his name? Is it Gabal? It is Gabal. How about that? The guy who can never remember any names remembered the names. Alright, so we're gonna kill him. Take his loot. Dread Scorcher, okay, sure, why not? And check over here for the exit. Nope. Nope, no exit there. These guys are worth killing. They drop the Rylock, Rylock medals. So if you happen to have, I don't know, a Savagery Archon, or if you want to turn this into one, getting your hands on one of those is good. If you get the Avengers set before you happen to get the Cyclone set, it could be worth making that instead. I could see something flashing there. I thought it was a treasure trove for a second. Okay, I think we can leave here. What else could we do? How could I have forgotten the Gloomwald? How could I have forgotten the Gloomwald? My favorite farming area in the entire game. Probably, in my opinion, the best farming area in the entire game as well. In terms of loot per time, I would say this is probably... Until you can kill some of the harder nemesis, so until you can kill Benjar and... geez, what's the other Chthonic one called? Whatever, you know who I'm talking about. Until you can kill both of the Chaos Nemesis, this is probably the best farming in the game. Once you can kill the, once you can kill both of the Chaos Nemesis, you may be able to get better loot doing Bloodgrove runs, if you can get both of the Nemesis to spawn. These guys actually hit decently hard. The big tree golem things definitely hit hard. Alright, you guys stop spitting at me. What are you, a camel? I should be killing these two. I'm trying to get XP. I mean, having said that, unless they come back to life as the hero versions, probably not worth the time. Getting to the next totem faster is definitely the way you want to go. Alright, checking for heroes at the back of this house, and also through this little log here. Yeah, heroic chest. Never a bad thing to have more of those. Okay, unfortunately all the heroes are, well, they're hiding. Or more accurately, they're not here. Might be one in this house. Yes, we have one. We've got an arcane hero. Alright. Let's go ahead and spin on his face until he dies. There he goes. There's Perdition again. Once more, it's everywhere until you're looking for it, and then good luck. Okay, so we've got the totem in here, that's good. We have some undead to kill. The only other thing that's a maybe spawn in here is Avarice. So hopefully she's here for some more loot. Speaking of loot, we'll turn that off so I can see what's going on. Bash the Ascension button so I don't immediately explode in the middle of this pack. And done. So we got the Mythical Obsidian Grasp, we got the Spell Gaze, and Unholy Visage. More pet stuff. Okay. Hated with the Arcovian Undead. Not Nemesis, but hated, that's alright. There is definitely a treasure trove in here as well, which we'll be hitting. Alright, and yes, we have Avarice. So, it's definitely worth, when Avarice is here, just run around and kill all her friends. Because they will heal her. It's incredibly obnoxious. You there. Bloodsinger. I think he just healed her. Alright, there we go. Got some loot. I don't think we get any reputation for killing her. Potentially with the Coven, I guess. But I'm already revered with them, so it doesn't matter. Okay, treasure trove, let's go. The Sanctus Crest. Okay, this is a good one. Maximum fire resist 4%, maximum lightning resist 4%, and some pretty good resistances there. That is the medal of choice for killing Loka, in my opinion. If your build doesn't need the metal slot to work. There's definitely some builds where you can't use your metal slot because your build just doesn't function without it. So there's definitely a few of those. But if you can swap out your metal, maybe you're just using your metal for a little bit of extra damage, it's definitely worth swapping that out for the max fire as if you're fighting Loka. Alright, we got Handaroth here. Looks like Pakla's here as well. That bloody pool over there on the side of the screen, I'm pretty sure is Pakla. It is indeed. So we'll take care of Pakla. There we go, Flamekeeper's Repeater. Generally speaking, no good. Alright, once we hit level 94, we'll be able to go to the stash and grab the entire gear set out of it. No, I'm kidding. I don't have any gear for this character. But once we hit level 94, we'll have some better weapons to use. And any pieces that drop, we will be able to use straight away. Once you hit 94, I think there's a couple of pieces of gear that need level 95, and there's 1 or 2 pieces that need level 101 to equip. But once you get to 94, you can pretty much wear most items in the game. Assuming you have the reputation to buy them or the stats to equip them. Alright, definitely coming up on 94. I might just keep running through this area. Maybe even go for a quick run through the second half of the Gloomwald. Or we could fight Kuba. That also works. So I'm going to try and save Ascension for when his friends show up. Or when he splits. Alright, I made a mistake there. I should be attacking them while they're doing their little animation. Okay. Let's try and kill these two before the other ones spawn. I'm going to pop Ascension here. I may be hanging on to that for a little bit too long, but there we go. Kuba's dead. Let's see what he dropped. We'll throw a Chains of Anguish, so basically nothing good. Chains of Anguish is kind of painful, that minus 12% physical resistance, and, well, total damage modified. It's, yeah. No thank you, not in hardcore. Alright, there's more stuff to kill up here. I think I'm just going to keep pushing through this section, because I do enjoy this part of the game. Until I hit 94, and then that might be the end of the episode. And then next time, I promise we're going into Forgotten Gods. I was considering going into Forgotten Gods about 10, maybe 15 minutes ago, but I've kind of made it a thing that when I start a farming episode, that the whole thing will be a farming episode, and I'm not going to go and do story at the end, so people don't miss it. So I kind of felt like I shouldn't. Oh, another totem. Lovely. That totem might actually be level 94. I'm going to say it's definitely going to be level 94. Which is good. It's very good. Right, I've got Ascension running, so let's do what we can while it's active. Arcane Wendigo. Not really something I want to toy with. Also, my health bar is yo-yoing a little bit. And there we go, there's level 94. So we can now put anything on. This is actually not a bad offhand. +1 to all skills, +2 to Raging Tempest, so it's actually +3 Raging Tempest. I don't have the spirit needed to wear it. Enchanted Earth is quite good. Stonefather Helm, not really. Alright. Let's eat the blueprints. I'm trying to click on the blueprints. Okay, there we go. And do we have any lightning stuff here? Skyfallen, kind of, but not really. No. We'll just go and vendor all this. And we have new weapons to play with as well. So, back to the Steelcap District for a second. So I'm going to sell things here, and also I'm going to buy new augments for my weapons that I'm about to put on. I might hang on to that just temporarily. I'm not expecting to actually use it, but maybe. Maybe. +1 to all skills, plus lightning stuff is also not bad. Alright. So, let's chuck that on. And then we'll chuck that on. And we'll just make sure neither of these are green. They are not, which is lovely. That's perfect. And then we wanted, what were they called? Malmouth's Heart. So if I just do a search for heart, we can chuck those on the new stabby sticks. And we can go down here to DC and get my 2 seals back. Alright, keep add-on. There we go. Chuck that on there. And same. There we go. Alright, so, level 94. I should have been using this when I was fighting all those Chthonians. This is basically anti-Chthonians in an amulet. And, well. Whatever. Alright, pants. So this is kind of a side grade, although it's elemental stuff, which is nice. That's a lot of physique to lose, though. Can I do it? I think I can. Yeah, I think we just do that. Resistances are still all capped. I lost like 17 armor and 1% physical resistance in exchange for an elemental blast knockdown proc when we get hit instead of physical damage stuff. I think that's worth it. Let's go ahead and keep the add-on here. These are temporary anyway. I don't think we need a million different pairs of pants. I think I'm going to get rid of those. Zolhans, can we wear that? Not really. That's fine. I think I'm actually going to vendor this stuff. I should have done that a while ago. You know what? Let's vendor everything. There we go. Alright, so new weapons, new skills. Well, less skills. And level 94, so there we go. We'll keep putting more in physique there. So next episode is going to be Forgotten Gods for real this time, I promise. And we may be able to get it done in 1 episode. Probably it's going to take 2. But that's going to be sort of the end of the series, and then it's farming time, and we'll make the final build. But either way, that's going to be the end of this episode, so I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.